YouTubies, how's it going? Alright, this morning I'm going to have some cold chicken bacon ranch pasta that I made a couple nights ago with some rye and pumpernickel swirl bread, which I'm sure I'll have to share with Jax here on both of it. So, how you guys doing? Good, I hope. Made some chicken bacon ranch cold pasta the other night. It's got the tri-colored little swirly pastas. Tripod is moving on me. It's like kind of cool. I finally charged it for the first time since I've had it since 2 years ago. So anyway, he's got the tri-colored pasta. I had fried some chicken breast to make homemade fried chicken tenders the other night. So I had some leftovers and I added that to the pasta. Dad had some bacon in the fridge that he already had pre-cooked, so I chopped some of that up. I had sweet peppers. I think it was 2 orange and 1 red sweet peppers. Would you quit, Diana? A little bit of onion and black olives. I think that's it. That's all I had in there. Oh, a ranch dressing. Oh, cucumber. 1 cucumber. I made 2 boxes of the tri-colored rotini. I think that's what's called, rotini. Anyway, the tri-colored corkscrew. What do you call it? Pasta. Oh. And then I added all the other stuff. And it turned out really good. Oh my gosh. They're delish. And now, I've gotten out of the habit of doing videos, so I almost forgot to do my thumbnail thing. I always do. That, and I'm used to doing my videos in the car. I made this the other day, and since it's had time to sit and blend the flavors, oh my gosh, so good. It's better now than it was the first day. I had the leftover chicken tenders, and I'm thinking, what am I going to be able to do with those extra chicken tenders? I didn't want them to go to waste. So I thought, well, I'd ask ChatGPT, what can I make with leftover chicken tenders? So it gave me an idea of a pasta salad. Actually, I put in when I'm talking to the ChatGPT of what things I had on hand, like the chicken tenders. I had ranch dressing. I had sweet peppers. I had all those items. So, but I didn't know exactly what to make with it. ChatGPT came up with an idea of pasta salad. So I was like, oh, cool. It's so good. And I made so much of it that still got leftovers like 2 days later. But it'll get eaten. I guarantee that. This is one way for me to get my veggies, at least. I have a bad habit of probably not eating enough most of the time. I'm having to force myself lately to eat to get the calories that I need, according to another app I use. I think it's like 1,200 that I need, or something like that. Something around there. So I have to force myself to eat enough to get to that amount of calories. Because otherwise I just eat like a bird. Actually, I don't even eat enough to keep a bird alive. So oh, that's my train of thought. Oh, vegetables. At least this way I get my vegetables and stuff. And my calories. And get the rest of my calories and my protein that I need. After a while, I'm going to do a smoothie. I got some chocolate. No, it's chocolate mint whey protein powder. And I got some vanilla whey protein powder. That way I can make different flavors of smoothies to get that protein, because otherwise I don't get my calories that I need, and I don't get nearly enough protein that I need. So, or vitamins and all that kind of stuff. So I'm trying to do better. Trying to do a little bit less on the sweet foods, although I still have some a little bit occasionally, but not very much. At the doctor's office the other day, and previously my A1C was 6.2, and then this last time it was 6.1. So now I'm trying to work on getting it down to even lower, even better. Forgot about my bread that's gotten stale. Well, somebody's going to enjoy this. Hey, come here. You don't get my bowl of food. You're quick. You're a good catch too, aren't you? I'm gonna knock the tripod off though. Not sure if I like the fact that the I turned the turny thing off the tripod. Just turning too much. Might work better if I was in the kitchen or something with that, but for had the camera back a little further, but that good? That's bite. Good boy. Good boy. Good Jax. Those of you that are new, that's Jax, my dog. My puppy dog. Yeah. You've had your bites. Don't be looking at my food. Dinner table, he is very much a beggar, but he does it silently. He does it so cute. He'll actually sit there and just like, he'll be mostly looking at Dad all the time, because Dad gives him lots of bites, little extra bites here and there, and I give him some. So partly because he doesn't like Dad and he keeps an eye on him, but also because Dad gives him treats. He's like, who's gonna give me the next bite? Huh? But you're gonna give me the next bite? And did you just fart? Huh? You did, didn't you? Yeah. I smell it. You're a gassy laddie. He's very... Between him and Diana, my cat, my female cat, It's almost like they have a competition of who's going to fart the most and the stinkiest. Bruce, my other cat, he doesn't do it very often, or at least not noticeably, usually. I'm going to give you a noodle. The rest is mine, okay? Yeah, it was an excellent way of using up that chicken. Those chicken tenders. I didn't know what else to do with them. I fixed fried chicken tenders, homemade, and I think it's only the second time I've ever actually fried stuff. Well, particularly since we lived here. I fried some foods back when we lived at our old house, but that's been, I don't remember how long, like 10, 11 years ago, something like that. I don't do fried foods very often. Unless occasionally we go out to eat someplace and whatever we get just happens to be fried or whatever, but generally speaking, I try not to do fried foods too much. Although I am wanting to go fishing here soon, and then have the fish fry. I'm hoping to catch either some crappie or some bass or catfish. So I love to catch me a nice big huge catfish. That is going to be my goal. I've never actually caught a catfish before, and I've definitely never taken one off of the hook, so I'm nervous about that because I've heard that they can sting you if you don't grab them just right. There's like a stinger or fin or something. I know regular fish can poke you with their fins on the back. There's something, I can't remember exactly what it is that catfish can do. Maybe you have like a, they can sting you or something, I don't know. I'll find out. So, that's one of my goals tomorrow is to try to get into the shed. I gotta get the fishing poles that's up in the rafters and get them down and then bring them in and try to detangle them. Ugh. There's like 6 or 7 fishing poles. And we had them all, me and Anthony had them all in our van before we sold our van, traded in for the car. Well, when Dad got the fishing poles out of the van, when we was cleaning the van out to do the trade, Dad just grabbed them, so and put them, tossed them to the back of his truck. So they are all tangled like a spider web, pretty much. So I gotta go through and either detangle them or just cut the lines and redo everything just to get them back in shape where we can actually use them. It's been a couple of years since we actually gone fishing, so when we went before, we went a couple times, neither one of us caught anything. Well, except we did catch a few, they were itty bitty little tiny fish, and they weren't, we had to put them back and let them grow. So this time when we go fishing, I'm hoping to catch some actual real fish. I do know what last time we went fishing, we went at the crack of dawn. I mean, like 4:30, 5 a.m., somewhere on there. we were fishing on the dock, and we turned around to look back behind us because we heard some strange noises, but we didn't know what we was hearing. I kid you not, there was probably at least a good 40 plus buzzards behind us, all sitting around everywhere. I have to post that video here sometime to show you guys, because it was creepy. It made me think of the Alfred Hitchcock movie, The Birds. That's instantly what I thought of, was The Birds. I used to like that movie. I haven't seen it in forever, though. A lot of older movies and TV shows are hard for me to watch now because the graphics are so different back then than they are now. And all that kind of stuff, you know, because of technology being so much better now. And a lot of things, the acting is so much better now than it was back then. I got just a little bit of Baja Blast left. Better drink it. Got some orange juice too, but better drink this for now. I made a huge pot of this. I mean, let's put it this way. The pan I had was about yay deep, yay wide. And about yay round. So, yeah. Pasta, I put 2 boxes of the pasta, you know, the swirly pasta in it, 3 sweet peppers, 1 cucumber, half an onion, and 1 can of black olives that I chopped. It was the whole olives, but I chopped them. And a whole bottle of ranch dressing, the big bottles. So excuse me, it filled that entire pan. So, and we're still eating it. And 5 chicken tenders. Good boy. Well, I see a side eye on my dish, my food. He's like, are you gonna give me a bite? Mom? I got a noodle right there. I'll save you. Yep, I'll save you that one little noodle. Ouch. The rest of it's vegetables. That I don't know is good for puppy dogs or not. I know onions aren't, but I don't know about the rest. I ain't taking a chance. I will give you the noodle. Because you're spoiled. I believe that next month will be a month since I've had, or not a month, Next month will be a year since I've had him. The way me and Dad fought about him, me having a dog at first. I'm surprised they didn't have him. I wanted to shoot him. Like, you ain't shooting my dog. We had some major big fights back then. Things have calmed down since then, but he's still a butthead, but things have calmed down at least. I couldn't believe it though. He tried to shoot my dog. All because he didn't want me to have a dog. And you're a good dog, aren't you? Yeah. Tip everything over. Hang on, you got... Did you? Oh, you got it midair, didn't you? He's so spoiled. Aren't you? He's so smart. Yeah. My boy. Jack's my boy. Huh? Is that good? Alright. I'm gonna get ready to scoot. If you guys are new to our channel, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and hit that notification bell. And I'll catch you again later. I'm trying to get the right angle where I can actually get him in the videos with me while in here. But that's easier said than done. So, I'll have to figure things out. Where to place the camera and all that kind of stuff. So, a little trial and error. Anyway, I think I'm going to go out and get my fishing poles and see if I can get started on getting them detangled. I wish Dad hadn't just throw them in the back of his truck like that. He's gotten everything tangled so badly. I'm probably just going to have to cut the lines and basically redo. And I've never done all that kind of stuff before on as far as restringing fishing lines and putting all the new stuff on them and everything. So it's going to be a trial and error, and this is all going to be a new experience for me. Just trying to figure out how to put the hook and the bobber and the weights and all that kind of good stuff on properly, and tie the knots properly where everything stays on. I don't know what I'm doing. All I know is I want to go fishing. I'm itching to go fishing. So, probably I just want to be outside and enjoy some good weather. Excuse me. Hiccups now. Enjoy some good weather while attempting to catch some dinner. So, because especially with the prices of everything at the store, I figure it'd be cheaper to just go fishing. Especially down here, we have a pond that I could go fishing at, where I don't have to have a fishing license or anything, which I'll probably get my fishing license. But if I just fished at the little fishing hole down here, it's a little pond that they keep stocked, I could easily get by without having a fishing license. But I'll probably just get one, that way I can go to the couple of the other areas, because there they might actually have bigger catfish and bigger crappie and all that kind of stuff. So it has been years. Other than the last, I think it was like 2 or 3 years ago when we went fishing. Prior to that, it has been like, I think the last time I went fishing, well, I think it, did you quit clearing your throat? Yeah, they're clearing their throat. Get it done already. But I was gonna say that when we went fishing a couple years ago, that was the first couple times that we've been fishing for a while. But I've forgotten I had gone fishing like twice, I think, with Mom and Dad, back when Mom was still alive. Like probably 6 or 7 years ago, I think. Maybe. Yeah, 6 or 7 years ago. Prior to that, I hadn't been fishing since I was 17. Long time ago. Because I'm an old fart. So, a long time ago. Back then, I think the biggest fish I'd ever caught was a nice big size crappie. I don't know why they call it crappie when it's spelled, I think it's spelled crappy. Just saying. But anyway, luckily it doesn't taste like crap though. But yeah, I think that's the biggest fish I'd gotten from back then. So, anywho, I'm gonna scoot. If you're new to our channel, I think I already said it, but I'm not for sure. If you're new to our channel, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and hit that notification bell. And I will catch you again later. Check our link tree. Follow us on TikTok. Follow us on Instagram. LMAO. Threads. Check all the links in the link tree. And because I'm going to be adding some new ones. I'm going to be adding TikTok and Twitch on there also. So, I got several I'm going to be putting on there. So, I'll catch you guys again later. Bye-bye.